Hello, my name is Dawn Cooper. Thank you for interviewing me today. I really appreciate the time that you're giving me. First, let me tell you a little about myself. I have always been either in a management position or an assistant manager, or at least offered management in the jobs that I've had. My first job was at a pizza place when I was 16. Worked there for 2 years. Then I did move on to working for Albertsons, which is a grocery store. I started out there as a courtesy clerk, which is basically bagging groceries and bringing in the carts from outside and odd jobs. After 1 year there, I did move up to the bakery department, and after a couple years in the bakery, I became a bakery manager. I also did a job in the mall when I was younger, which was called Everything's a Dollar, and that was just a part-time job. I had to work 2 jobs at the same time, and at the dollar store I was offered a management position there. I did, however, turn it down because I was already working with Albertsons, and Albertsons had higher pay, more advancement, and benefits, so I decided to stay there. And then I recently got married in May of 2012, so still kind of a newlywed. And I have a 19-year-old son, and I'm going to be a grandma soon. That's a little about me. And then to describe how I work on a team, I did have a project at work where we needed to do a presentation, and so I gathered up my group and I made sure that I included one person who was good with PowerPoint, one person who was good with Excel and doing spreadsheets, and then another one who was good at doing presentations. And then my part was coming up with ideas and doing the research for this project. We had about a week to do this project, and I got all of my people together and split up the jobs, and we got this taken care of. I think we all worked well together because we pieced all of our best traits together, and our presentation was really awesome, and it went very well. One thing about prioritizing when you have too many tasks, that leads to the same example I just gave, is we did have a lot of bits and pieces to put together, and so there were a lot of things we had to prioritize and decide who's doing what and when our timeline was. And again, that was a really great presentation, and it went really well. A time that I went above and beyond the call of duty and how I handled the situation, I was working at Albertsons, and a lady came in. She said she'd ordered a cake for her child, and we had no order of it. The party was going to start in an hour. She still had setting up to do, and the venue was about 20 minutes away from our store. And instead of just giving her some lame answer like, "It's your fault, I'm sorry," we did get the cake made, and we don't have any type of delivery system or delivery charges because we just don't do deliveries. And I decided that I would just take my personal time on my way home and drop off this cake for the lady. Having a 19-year-old, I know plenty of birthdays that have been organized and unorganized and prepared and unprepared. So I really felt bad for her that she had to go through all of this, and she was a little stressed out. She had a lot of out-of-town guests here as well, and so that really put more stress on her. So that's what I did to go above and beyond. A time where I worked effectively under pressure at Albertsons, we had run out of pumpkin pies at Christmas time, and we were very short for Thanksgiving, but we barely made it. But when Christmas came, we were completely out of pumpkin pies, and I don't know about you, but for me, pumpkin pie is notorious to go along with holidays. So for us to run out, it was really a difficult thing to go through and have to deny selling these things to people just because we didn't have it. So what I did is I went and called around to some other stores and borrowed a couple cases from one store, a couple from another store, and pretty soon I had gathered up enough pies to make it through the holiday season. And so that was pretty stressful, not being prepared enough, but we made it. An example of a time where I showed initiative, for that, my boss was, when I was an assistant, the boss had inventory coming up, and she had been sick for about a week or so and did not have any time to prepare. And so I took the initiative to go through and organize the freezer and the back room and get everything marked and organized so that when she came in knowing that she was not feeling well, that she could just get right to it and she didn't have to go through all of that. She was very appreciative and ended up treating me to lunch as a thank you. And then some things to let you know about myself. I'm very organized. I'm a team player. I work great as a leader as well. I have a creative mind. I love to brainstorm and come up with ideas. Sometimes I don't always put them all together, but I really love just putting the ideas out there and seeing what we can come up with when we're in a group, or just on my own, writing them down and putting them together. I'm also someone who can adapt to any situation, and so I think that I would be really great for this position, and I wanted to just thank you for your time today and appreciate letting me come in and have an interview. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.